Talbot Community Connections, and we are the 501c3 for the Talbot County Department of Social Services. So we are the fundraising group that tries to meet the gaps in services that the state cannot provide for everyone. So whether it's children, families, youth in foster care, adults, frail elderly, disabled, we try to fill in some of those gaps. But in 2001, 2002, we realized that there was money available to help fill these gaps. And one of the needs that we saw was, I was in Child Protective Services doing investigations and then supervising child abuse, neglect, and sexual abuse allegations here in the county. And we learned that there really was a better way. What happened years ago was children had to be interviewed several times. So they may be interviewed by the initial social worker who responded to the report. Then they would need to be interviewed by the police, sometimes additionally by the police, sometimes additionally by a social worker. So we knew nationally that there were children's advocacy centers at the time, and that was a big push and move to improve how we did investigations. A number of us from the state's attorney's office, law enforcement, who both of those community partners have been with us from the very beginning, and I can't say how much support we have received all along as colleagues with them. So some of the people from the different police departments, sheriff, state police, different municipalities, as well as the social workers, we all went to some training and realized that this was the way to go. Talbot Community Connections, for the past several years, basically half, if not more, of their fundraising goes towards the CAC. So we provide other things, and it really started because we needed support. The state provides the social workers working there, but as far as space, the partnership that we have with the hospital, that's not something that's mandated in COMAR for us to be able to provide. So Talbot Community Connections does just that. But more recently, the opportunities that we have had for providing services for these children has certainly expanded. The Women and Girls Fund is providing and has provided support for us over the years. And right now they're helping us with various treatment modalities because not everything works for each child. So they help provide services primarily for the children. We provide some also for the family, the non-offending caregivers. So there's several different modalities that we have been providing and will continue to provide with the support of Women and Girls Fund.
The problem in the beginning was that the child was victimized and then would have to tell his or her story over and over again to the police officer, the social worker, the therapist, and repeatedly. The purpose of the programs are to not re-victimize the children having to tell their story and to relive the trauma over and over again. That's one piece. So the children get videoed with a trained worker to tell their story once. And then Talbot Community Connections provides services for the children and non-offending family members. And this is a game changer. They provide money where social services doesn't have the money to do it, and half of their budget goes to the Child Advocacy Center, which I just described to you. And what we've been really able to do, Women and Girls Fund, to help them, is to provide funds, for instance, in the past, for equine therapy. I mean, it's amazing. Children who would not open up at all would open up when they had the equine therapy. They found that connection to the sweet animal. And we've also provided funds for art, music, and yoga therapy, which has been proven time and time again to be very helpful and very successful. And not just for the children, but for their siblings. For their non-offending parents. And it has provided a real balm to these people who need it so very much. We are happy to help with that ask. It's very important.